Hello. All right, so I'm trying to set this up for us. Use that little thing on the wall there. So we're going to do today um, channel messages. We're going to do it a different way. They want me to do it with painting. I've done it before. I think a few times actually. Once live. Well, letting you guys watch the process. I had pulled the cards yesterday for the messages. Never got to look at them. I had did yesterday as well. 7 different piles of quick messages from your divine team, your guides, spirit, however you want to say. Um, I am so pleased to be here today to be able to share my unique and beautiful gifts with you all and help you get the courage and the strength to be able to step out into the world, sharing your light with others. It is not an easy task. However, it is a most filling and rewarding task to accomplish in this physical life because this is essentially what our souls have come here to do, to be able to shine through any obstacles or restrictions that we may have been given through the conditioning from childhood to adulthood. Okay, everything is going to be channeled, so there is nothing written. I have a pencil and an index card just in case they want me to write anything, but we're just gonna start flowing into it, and they may channel through me. Um, you know, my voice sometimes will change if they come in and just channel through me, but I have water here. I have snacks because I don't know how long this is going to be, but I'm super stoked and excited to be able to do this. I love when I'm able to channel with them in this manner. We always channel, but not really for others like this. So yesterday when I had shuffled the cards, this was the first card. This is the Star Seed Little Oracle. Transcend. Transcend your mind's limitations and allow your soul's light to truly shine. Oh, see, I didn't even read the little thing, and that's pretty much everything I had just said. That's cool. Um, I had picked, well, not me. See, I have to rephrase this. We had picked 4 colors to be able to use for the little wooden canvases today. So I don't know exactly what we're doing. We're just gonna let it flow because I got everything here. I don't know how they're gonna do it either. So let's see. And then before I get into that, I want to read this one. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. Okay. So someone, as I stated, I didn't look at the cards either. Listen, the reading yesterday took too long to be able to try to sit here and try to, make people think that this is pre rehearsed or something like that. No, nothing's ever rehearsed, and you can watch all my videos and you can tell nothing's ever rehearsed because my ass be stuttering. So also they wanted me to say earlier were talking to me and they told me to tell you guys we want you to talk to them and we want to talk to them as you talk to us. Like when I communicate with them, I just talk to them like like they're regular because it's no judgments at the end of the day. We're here to help each other evolve and you know become everything we were meant to be in this physical life. Um, so it took a lot of me understanding that and um, going through these processes of being hard on myself to be able to be where I am today. And I'm so happy. So I be having conversations with them all the time, and I do curse, and I don't mean it. They know that words are not really that important. It's about the frequency we let off and the vibration that they feel. Because they're in the higher realms, their vibration, they don't communicate in the manner we do. So they usually feed off the vibration. So it doesn't matter if you can't translate your emotions into the words because they understand. All right. So the owl working on, and then within this is someone, sitting in I guess I feel like it's a meditative state. And they're working on their heightening their intuition because I see the purple here. Amethyst makes me think of amethyst. And that is to heighten your intuition so you can gain more connection and clarity and oneness with yourself and with the divine. Um, Also, this in this picture, I feel like she's sitting on the top of a mountain and she's looking out into the world. Also, yeah, there's a feminine energy here. Okay. All right. So, whew. All right. Let's see. Let's see what we're going to do. So, if you didn't catch yesterday's little messages, they were pretty simple and short. They were straight from, we use, which one was it? Lemurian's Overdeck. I think it is. No, Beyond Lemuria. There we go. We used that yesterday. And we read straight from the book. It's much. There's many descriptions in there, so the message was very straightforward for you guys. For me too. I think there was a couple messages in there, but that's how they wanted me to do it, so that's how it was done, my loves. So we're gonna start with this. Which one did I use? The Scarlet Red, okay. And I started painting. When did I start? A few years ago, and I'm still learning, so I let them just pretty much channel with me on that because I really never knew how to draw. I remember some parts of me as a kid, always being interested in it, but I felt like I wasn't good enough, okay? So I just never, practiced it or even tried to see what I was capable of doing because, we compare ourselves to others all the time and we get stuck. Oh, well, we can't do it like that. We get stuck in this illusion that we're not good enough, which is not true because everyone is good in who they are and what they do because it's very unique as your own. So I've accepted that as well. And I love my art because every piece that I do is so different, and I don't know what I'd be doing half the time. I just be letting it flow. I do want to work on my drawing so some more. I haven't drawn a picture in a minute, a very very long time. So I've been doing a lot of abstract work with my art lately. Well, we have, not I. We have because they work through me in the sense of this art. Also, I've been meditating, excuse me, in silence a lot. Um, Instead of listening to like the music or the guided meditations, they've been wanting me to work like that. I don't know if you guys have been going through any different um, changes within your spiritual practices lately. I feel like that there's a lot to into. Oh yeah, I'm stuck. That's some. That's some. There's a lot of integration that has been coming in for the past few months lately, and within our DNA. I said this yesterday as well. They've been upgrading people constantly, so you can look for a lot of changes in your life to be coming. And I said that too. The journey's just begun for you guys, including myself. So uh, remember, we always grow, we always learn, we always are evolving. Things are always constantly changing within ourselves and within our surroundings. So we have to be flexible and always protect your energy because it is vital to your spiritual being, yourself. So I don't know, this is what I got so far. I just put that. I'm goofy. I just put it in my water. Okay. Alrighty then. Well, put it in my drinking water. So I guess no more water for me. Unless I want some paint, some red paint water. It was a bad idea to put a cup next to the dipping water, right? The paintbrush water. So, all right, let me paint a little bit more. We're gonna do this yellow. We're gonna use some yellow and some more red, and see. And then they want me to pull one of the cards from the cards I had dealt yesterday. I have a few different things here, so I don't know exactly. So if you don't have any hobbies, or haven't really worked through or with any of the things that you like to do, in this there's a message saying that they want you to practice more of the things that you enjoy, or you might think you enjoy, so you can find new interests to help you throughout the transition right now in your life. So they want me to share a little story of how exactly my journey's been. It's been interesting, but more so of what's recently happened with me on this journey. So, you know, COVID, everything's normalized, has been getting back to normal, even though there's many cases and all this other drama. But I don't watch the news. I don't pay attention to social media. I do what I need to do and get off of it fast. Okay. So I've went back to work recently, within a month, and I was really, really not trying to go back to the location that I was working at prior to the whole COVID, due to, my fear of running into a person that helped me throughout my journey, that I was in love with, and that, how do you say, ran, pushed me away. But I understand that it was a part of the process. I just didn't know how I would deal with it emotionally. So I tried to apply. If you hear something fall, it's on my paintbrushes because they were on, the whole thing fell apart. So I tried to apply for a different location. And, Source, God, the universe, the divine has a sense of humor, right? So I really wanted to be off on the weekends and work during the day, so I could be home. Yeah, I was waiting for that to happen, and I'll be home in the evening, so I can have time to do whatever I need to do. Hold on. It's about to be a big boom. All right, there we go. There we go. I was waiting for that. All right, hold on, guys. We're gonna work through this. So, and the location I wanted to go to. All right, whatever. Put it on the floor. The location I wanted to go to was closer to my home. However, they didn't have the shift that I wanted. So I waited. Ah, shit. I waited about. I was supposed to start work. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm just throw these in here. The ones I have. Because half of them are on the floor. And then just throw that on the floor too. That's it. The intention was for me to start work in June. But my son had summer school. Well, I thought the intention was for me to start work in June. That was a lie. That was never the intention. It was just preparing me to start work at the old location in September when I did start. That was postponed twice because I was supposed to start in June, and then I was supposed to start before September 20th, something like that. My son had summer school, couldn't start. Then my son ended up going to stay with his dad for the year. And I went to go see him for the weekend for like 4 or 5 days, whatever. So I postponed starting again. And I'm glad I did, because when I went to like my orientation, I all these emotions. I'm like, I don't know, all these emotions. So my guides and the divine worked with me to prepare me. So when I knew it was bound to happen. It was inevitable. I wasn't placed back at that location for just, me to work. It was a purpose. There is a purpose. And he had a purpose. He has a purpose with me being there. And either it's for me, him, whatever. It's for our higher growth, for, the greater good of all. I was very surprised the first, I guess, encounter of me seeing this person, because I was not even slightly emotional or bothered by the presence of them. So I've been working through it, and ever since I started back there, also I've been able to feel their energy as well. So I've been working with my guides to really, really keep me grounded and aware. I don't know why I needed to share that, but they wanted me to share that. So that's my life right now. I'm in transition. I, I'm working back at Amazon. Oh, excuse me. I love that job. Super easy job, no stress, and it has a lot of flexibility and benefits. So if you need a little part-time job, go there. Get that money and get out. Especially if you have a business that you really want to flourish, like I do. That is a great asset to help you grow your business. What else was it? Okay, I can't think of what else it was, but so we're gonna go right here. Mars, number 17. Yes, that armor, that protector, the warrior. Okay, let's see what we're gonna go. Can you guys see it? Can you see it? Oh, my toes is tingly. All right, let's see what they're gonna say. Let's see, somebody shielding themselves, somebody protecting themselves. Mars is associated with Mars, the god of war. Mars represents some very powerful drives. such as competitiveness, assertiveness, and aggression. Issues about courage, confidence, passion, and strength are also a part of Mars's domain. So yeah. So also I see like little orbs in this picture too. And it's funny because I was talking to you about, my guides working with me, making me be aware about the energy and protecting myself and all this other stuff. That's pretty dope. Oh, I see a dragon. That's a dragon in there. Hey. If you are into the dragons and love working with them, you can always call upon the earth dragon to keep you grounded, or I'm not sure of all of them, but look, I'm so into them. They're my homies. I'm gonna share my little thing with you. And then this is just one of them. I love them. Why the picture got so clear? Yeah, that's the little earth dragon. Yes, it's cute. Yes. Okay. Um. Oh yeah, and I have my dragon's blood little thing in here. Oh, yeah. I should make a chain out of this. Cool. Sorry. Just getting ideas, okay? Let's see. And let's get back into this for you guys. I don't know if they want me to do one, but we're just going, we're just working, we're just flowing. So more they're just setting the foundation of the art. So I went to my first little venue event, you know, where you pay for the booth or whatever, you pay for time and you try to promote and I guess network. That was my first time ever doing something like that. So it was pretty dope though. It was very interesting. I met some amazing people throughout that process. Um, there's another one coming up in Philadelphia, which I want to go to. I just have to figure out exactly a few more things within what I want to take. 'Cause I have so many things to offer to others for their process on their journey, healing process on their journey. I just want to make sure I have everything in my toolbox when I go, or like my arsenal. I didn't know art was so long, like takes so long to do sometimes. Like my one piece, it took me a whole year to complete. I love it. Right now, let's see what else we have. Interesting. Alright, so then we have the sun. And that's number 13. I see, I see the feminine and masculine energies here, but also I see, I see going into other realms too and working to understand changing of the season because there's leaves falling in the background. Um, and you're widening your mental space, like your consciousness. There you go. The consciousness is growing, it is expanding, it is becoming more of attuned with your soul. So let's see. What other messages we have for you guys? The sun. The sun is strongly associated with your birthday, the day you came into being, and represents the need to express your sense of self. Other issues involve variations of this, such as self-image, self-esteem, individuality, identity, and personal creativity. Ideas about paternal figures and authorities might be indicated if the sun card appears. But remember, we were talking about the conditioning earlier, and we were talking about um, how emotions and how I wasn't able to deal with that. And creativity, me just being in this moment now, doing the art, being able to express myself in the way I do, and knowing that it's okay, and I'm different, and I'm quirky, and I'm weird, and I love it. You know, it really, as long as you're happy, and everyone's not going to be for you, you're not going to be for everyone. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Everyone has their own individual truth, and that's a beautiful thing that we all are very unique beings. We all have this concept of oneness, but we all in this physical world are meant to be different. All right, so we have, this is my favorite deck. So I also used Galactic Heritage cards by who is it? Lisa Royal Hawks. I love this deck. And I love her channeling. It's dope. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So 57, Leap of Faith, Orion, the present moment. Okay. And I'll read straight from the book because there are many messages within that. I seen 5. Okay. The sevens here twice. So you got 17 and 57. And you got 17 and 13, the 1-1. All right. So 57. So this is going to tell you also a little bit about the star seeds as well. If you don't know about them, God made many creations. Creator made many creations. Okay, and not just on this earth and other realms in the universe and dimensions and planets, all that good stuff. Okay, so this helps us gain insight on how miraculous and amazing our Creator is, and how we are not the only creation out here. Okay. And we work with other creations all the time. All right. For thousands of years, humans have been used to living with the mindset of polarity. We continue to continually label things as good or bad. If we don't know how to label something, we feel confused or insecure. But now that it is time to integrate polarity and transform as a species, we must take a leap of faith, jumping off the cliff. Remember, I said the mountain. Somewhere the mountain back there. Yep. Jumping off the cliff into the unknown to a realm where labels like that don't exist. We must lean. We must learn to simply be with things as they are without the addiction to labeling them. As we do this, our consciousness transforms and we heal once and for all. The old wounds of our Orion heritage, we heal the old wounds of our Orion heritage, okay? This card connects to the era of Orion's history when they were healing millennia of polarity, which is similar to what is happening on Earth today, correct? When a species or a person lives in polarity for a long time, it becomes used to how a polarized reality looks and feels. Anything new is frightening, and the ego is frightened of the unknown. But if we don't walk into the unknown, we stay stuck. So it becomes essential that we take a leap of faith when we can't see our destination clearly. Oh, that's why I had to share my story. Okay. The Orions had to do this in ancient times. The humanity, excuse me, and humanity will have to do this as well. Take a look at the text for cards. Okay. Unexpected and miraculous transformations that we cannot anticipate with the logical mind are possible. And if you look, you know, did I say that? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I said that your journey's only just begun. Okay, in my description. If this card comes up in your reading, take a look at the other cards to see if they illuminate the theme more clearly for you. Also, take a look at your life circumstances now. Do you need to trust more and take a leap of faith about something, even if you cannot see the outcome? If you feel deep within yourself and trust your intuition, you will always know when it is time to take a leap of faith. Sometimes fear can be used as a gauge. A high degree of fear about a leap of faith might be a sign that the leap is what needs to occur to move you to the next step in your evolution. That's funny because I was gonna was it hashtag evolution? That is so funny. All right, so let me do some more of this. All right, I think we're just gonna work with one. Peace, 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 peace. All right. And we're gonna go to green now. Green, green, green. I think of green. They say what your heart, but also I think of Mother Nature. You know, being out in nature, like it's so amazing. I just sounded really corny. Um, Being out in nature is because we get our little breaks, and I go out and sit in my car and I stare at just the sky, and I just talk and I talk and talk and talk to myself. Well, not myself. I'm really not talking to myself. All right, I'm talking to God, our Creator. I'm talking to my team, the divine. You know, I be talking to the birds. Just saying. Like today, it was like what's that? I don't know what that movie is. It's an old movie, and it was like all these crows or ravens, whatever they were, and they were all over the whole building, everywhere. And I was like, "Oh snap! Okay, like what y'all got to say?" You know? And I'm over here talking to them, like whatever. I'll talk to y'all. I was feeding them, I gave them some of my nuts and stuff and my raisins. Um, it's pretty cool. But I love being in nature. Like when I was driving home, also I was like mesmerized today by the clouds. Oh my gosh, they were so beautiful. It looked like something that someone painted. It looked so amazing, and it just felt like I could just walk on the clouds. Like I could just, go walk on the clouds and just chill in a different realm somewhere. And then when I meditate or like do my yoga, if it's nice out, I love to do it at the ponds, you know. I can't do it in my backyard because the dogs be driving me crazy. They calm right now. Thank goodness. All right, I'm not getting quiet on you guys. I'm sorry. How about this paint? It's a really good quality paint. I want to get pastel colors because I'm working on this piece for my mom where it's an angel's like uh was it ceramic or plastic thing or I'm going to paint it. I started it, but I know what colors I want it to be. Um and I just need pastel colors because that's the colors I need the flowers to be. I just have it set in my head. It's gonna be that color. But there's these paints are expensive, and I was looking up the pastel colors. I'm like, ugh, too much. But this is such a great quality. All right, hold it. Here, I done talk the dogs up. I hear him. He about to come over here right now and be all up in this video with us. Okay, this is Parker. Parker, 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 my destroyer, Parker. I love my dogs. He drives me insane, but Lord knows I will not give him up, even if I had to. I can't. I think about, you know, I really think of him as my kid. And then I think about, like, God never gave up on us. Our Creator don't give up on us. How can I give up on my somebody or something, or animal, whatever, that I made a commitment to? Won't happen, not me. We're going to have to work through the craziness of that one. He done jumped out the damn windows, broke windows, chewed doors. All right, Parker, relax. He just be slapping on. Ugh. I don't know what I'm painting. But I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be cool. It's probably in another realm somewhere. Probably somewhere you guys travel to, I feel. Maybe. I don't know. Things come out my mouth and I don't be knowing what I be talking about. But that's because it's not me. It's spirit. It's them. It's the divine. They just be saying things. And I be like, oh, okay. All right, let's work it out. Let's walk it out. Let's talk it out. I'll show you what I have in 1 second. I don't know why I use this brush for this. So the brush is more of a line brush. I got all these paintbrushes and I don't even know how to use half of them. I just use anyone for anything. But I did it. So this is what I got so far. Parker, please don't throw up on my floor. And I think it's gonna be dope. I already know. I know when they channel the art with me. It's always cool. Let me pick this paintbrush up before you try to eat it. Yeah, but I'm gonna crush it. Okay. So now we're gonna get another one. Okay. We're gonna shuffle these. So I'm gonna use these. So I know this is a lengthy video. They always are. But you don't have to listen to it in one sitting. You are more than welcome to come back to it as your soul needs to. Okay? Because they do energy healing through me for you. They love activating people through me. Even if I'm not in your physical presence, if I'm giving you a message, your soul is, you came to this channel, this reading at this moment because your soul is ready to have something activated, and it will be. It will be, okay? Just know that. For your highest purpose, for the greater good, all right? Everything I do is because I love to help people. I want people to be everything they're meant to be. I want them to be happy. I want them to be full within themselves. Because once you live in that mindset, oh, it's amazing. You can have nothing and still have everything. And that is facts. Sacral chakra. Number 3, core of creation. Oh, this was yesterday too. Let's see. Colors. It's a lot of orange here, huh? Three. Sorry. Look, he moved closer to me. He be weird. I love him. So, they have a whole bunch of little words here, that's related to the sacral chakra. Feelings, emotional responses, pleasure, sensuality, intimacy, connection, letting go, creativity, sacred sexuality, passion, healthy boundaries, valuing the body. So with me, I'm also learning healthy boundaries. Well, I learned them. I learned that that's what I need to implement in my life. Okay. And I guess here's the real test of being in that assertiveness and being in that knowing in my power, my personal power, me knowing what I'm worth, and that I am worthy to receive it in the way that I want to and deserve to receive it, period. And nobody can tell me anything different. You're invited to reveal in this present moment in this present moment and feel deeply into your senses, the sensuality of being alive, the breeze on your skin, the scent of the damp earth, the feeling of fitting perfectly into the temple of your body. Into the temple you call your body. Oh, that was dyslexic as ever. This card is about diving into the depths of the moment where all your facilities are available for a divine creation. That's funny. That's another hashtag we used. Your entire paint kit is present. Yes, it is. As no part is left in the past or caught in the future, all of who you are, units in a point of deep experience. This is the ecstatic moment of elastic. a static moment, moment of conception for a project or new life. Let yourself drop into passion, intimacy, and loving connection with whatever you are birthing into the world and with whomever you have chosen to co-create with. So, and the restoring aspect is get in touch with your creativity and embrace your natural expression, however it looks to you. The way you live is an art form, a unique expression of yourself. You can dance through change. Hold on. Dance through challenge, sing through restriction, and paint your reality. The themes: your relationship with your body and your sensuality and your sexuality. Healing position is the lower abdomen, the pelvis area. The color that you can envision is vibrant orange. Well, that's pretty descriptive right there, okay? And there is some orange in here as well. We'll just work through it. They're like, we're gonna work through it. You'll see. You little gnat. I'm gonna smush you. No, I'm not. Cause hopefully I did it by accident. Didn't do it by accident. All right. So basically, everything that I've been talking about, even the random rando, okay, little tangents, whatever that I think I be going on, they're not random. They just sometimes I don't like to express my life too much. Let's be real. Uh, I'm very um, not private because I'll tell anybody anything about myself because I'm very proud of who I am. It's just that I'm not really good at expressing with my words. So, and I don't know how to like explain things sometimes. Well, that's the same damn thing, see? So, I'm really a like, I don't know. I just love to show things, or like if people ask questions, oh yeah, I'm all for it. Ask me questions all day. I will be intrigued and I will have answers for you, okay? Like, but if you want me just to go in and like tell you my whole life story or like my journey, that's very difficult for me to do because I never know where to begin or how to explain it because my experiences are very different from many others as everyone is going to have different experiences, but mine is very, very unique. Very. Okay. Um, I'm cracking up inside and out. I don't know, I'm just silly. I am one silly girl. I be cracking myself up, guys. I'm sorry. I think about something that happened a long ass time ago, and I just laugh because that's who I am. That's who I am. Oh, like so. Here we go. In my meditation, before I meditated before I started recording. Um, I thought about this daggone picture. It was like one of my first paintings. I don't know where it's at. I wish I had it because it was like really just not what it was ugly. I thought in a sense, but really it's not. It's really pretty. But when I thought about the picture in my meditation, I was like, it's flowers. And in the flowers, it's like these little white orbs. This is before I became, more tuned. It's orbs all in the picture. And I was like, real random, random. I said, in my meditation, I said, oh, that flower, the painting that I did a long time ago, that's orbs in my picture. Why did that come into my brain at that moment when I'm preparing for you guys? But it did for a reason, and it was meant to be said for a reason. Um, See, we do things there. Okay, we do things. How do you say? So unconsciously, or like not knowing that we're doing it, or um, yeah, I think that's how to explain it. Um, which is pretty cool because I wouldn't have thought, even though I started to paint, I didn't think I was going to be all of this that I am today, which is like, yeah, I'm not scared of spirit. Hey, as people say, spirit. I don't call them spirit. I call them divine. I'm not scared of the divine no more, baby. Hey, what's up? What's good, homies? Because growing up, even though I was always intrigued by, the spiritual world and the spiritual aspects of, you know, passed on loved ones and all that stuff, in the other realms, I just was absolutely not going to, at that time in my age and all the conditioning of religion, not going to dabble in that because it was not going to be good. But look at who I am today. Who would have thought? Only them up there knew. And my soul knew. Girl, you playing. We got you. You all spiritual. Everything spiritual to you. Sure is. I gotta find that picture, guys. I probably too. Alright, so listen, y'all can laugh at it, but we're not done. Let's see. What else? And when I was painting that, I thought of like a little tiki hut, like a lodge or something like that, like a sacred place. That's what I thought of, like in the middle of the land, like just all grass and land, and just like I don't know, it's really very very sacred. Now let's see, just follow what they say. Signs, okay. Oh. Signs. The universe has been gently nudging you forward by revealing to you signs and synchronicities. All right, and then we have 98 paradox, zeta rectilia, future. Let's see, 98, 98, 88, 8, 8. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to do it here. My bad. I don't know what I was doing. The Zetas passed through an essential transformation, trans, transformational. Hold on, wait. Transformational para, paradigm on their way to enlightenment. It has to do with an alchemy shift from a state of polarity to the paradox of containing both poles. Hey, stimulate, I don't know that word. And total balance with no preference for either. Spiritual Spiritually, they've learned to be both full, containing the universe in all its forms, and empty, containing nothing but conscious awareness. Living this paradox is a point of power and is the key for spiritual transformation. You contain this paradox as well. Learn to tap into it to accelerate your evolution. Let the Zetas guide you. This card refers to the Zeta era in which their species became enlightened. The theme of this card may be the most difficult one in the deck to understand because the mind is used to processing its view of reality through polarity, choosing one or the other, choosing one or the other. A paradox is a seemingly true statement or group of statements that leads to a contradiction or situation that seems to defy logic or intuition. The mind cannot grasp the two opposing forces can sometimes coexist harmoniously. Yes. Very often, when people discover a paradox on their spiritual journey, they believe that it is because they have somehow failed in their work. The opposite is true. It means we are closer to the truth because truth cannot exist with a polarized perspective. As we teach ourselves to go beyond this or that, a whole new reality opens. If this card came up for you in your reading, it points to a shift in your perspective that is on the horizon or happening now. This shift this shift can take you closer to unlocking limited beliefs and perspectives that kept you stuck. If you encounter a paradox in your life, resist the temptation to make a choice, this or that. Let the two ideas both be present without choosing one or the other. Let yourself feel what that hold on. Let yourself feel what that does within your consciousness. This way, hold on. Oh gosh, sorry, I'm having like an epiphany moment right now. This was one of the key exercises that helped to free the Zeta species and facilitate their enlightenment. And it will be key in human transcendence as well. Yeah, I got it. I got it. I get it. I get it. But as Drake says, okay. Oh, we got a lot of messages here too. So let me go here. We got a lot of messages. So I'm going to take a break from that for now. 105, Light of Awareness, Orion Light Future. Our true state of being is as a unified, abiding awareness. The awareness contains no judgment, labeling, commentary, or opinion. When we When we do deep meditation, we can access this state, first for brief moments and then for longer periods of time. The consciousness of the Orion light represents this abiding awareness with us that transcends polarity. You might visualize this as a candle flame during your meditation. Work with work with this exercise to reconnect with your true state of being. As each person does this, the old wounds from Orion are healed and humanity can awaken. The last four cards of the deck access the energy called the Orion's Light, which connects with a very evolved era of era in Orion history, but represents so much more. They reference the complete healing and integration of not only the polarity within the Orion system that has affected us all, but the polarity that played out within the holographic matrix of creation itself. These cards represent the end game, so to speak, the return to the source and are in our natural state of being as one unified, abiding consciousness. Oh, I got goosebumps and chills everywhere and tinglies. Ooh. Once awakened, the illusion of polarity can no longer exist. And then, okay, something's like just tapping me on my arm. Eventually, all of us on earth will have to accept the awakening or salvation comes not from anyone or anything outside of us, but through our own efforts to awaken ourselves. If this card appears in your reading, it is a powerful symbol that the Orion light, the light of awareness of creation, is strongly working with you for your own awakening. You may or may not feel it's overly over over I don't know that word. If you need assistance to tap into it, imagine a golden liquid light lake during your meditation and know that all aspects of creation, even the unpleasant ones, are made from this liquid light. Let this liquid light help you feel the unity that is true, your true nature, and know that the liquid light resides in you too. Use the candle flame as meditative, as mentioned above, to access this awareness as often as you can. Sorry, I'm cracking up. And then we have 99, mirror reflection zeta. The zetas are speaking in the Orion's dag. Yo, and that's pretty dope. So basically, I mean, we'll see. But so far, we have for star seeds or, the other creations. I don't know if they really like to be called star seeds, you know. The Orion, the Orions, Zeta Relicta, the Zetas. Um, I think they have different, I know they have different names, okay? That they would prefer to go by. All right. But that's another day, another message. Okay. All right. Now, one of the reasons for the fearful Zeta encounters humans had in the past was so we can look into the reflections that that represent excuse me, represent ourselves. Okay, excuse me. Represent and see ourselves. There were a major force to help humans confront their species' fear. They showed us ourselves the full journey of human consciousness from fear to love and to ultimately re un what? Ultimate reunification with the source. This card asks you to begin looking at your fears as a reflection of what you need to see. Don't look away. As you look at in the eye, as you look fear in the eye, you can begin to see transformation and that you will have all the answers you need. Let fear transform into love as the Zetas did. This card refers to the Zeta era in which their species, fear, and challenges were behind them, and they became an enlightened species. Whenever we meet our true enlightened being, the being becomes a clear mirror in which we can see ourselves, the beautiful and the ugly. This is one of the gifts enlightened beings have to give to us, because the Zetas, as a species, experienced and confronted their deepest fears and desperations and nearly did not survive. Ooh, okay, yeah. They were able to purge their addiction to polarity and separation, integrated their fears, and awakened. If this card came up in your reading, it means Its meaning depends on the other cards um, and your life circumstances. Most likely, this card is suggesting that you begin, you, shit. Sorry, guys. This card suggests that you begin a spiritual process of truly confronting and healing your fears and allowing them to transform you. This process cannot be postponed indefinitely. If you sincerely wish to evolve, controversially, if you, period, evolve, period. Controversially, the card may be acknowledging your recent success with the process and that you have made a shift. If you feel a connection with the Zeta species, it is also most likely acknowledging that you are connected with Zetas from this time stream. Go within and ask your higher self what, if anything, you need to confront, and then be willing to clearly see its reflection. This revelation and the subsequential healing that comes from this process can be deeply profound. Do not look away from the mirror reflection. Oh, excuse me, hold on, because my ears are like tutum, tutum, tutum. All right. Oh yeah. It's serious. Hey, 92 calling our parts home. Yes, baby. Definitely. Calling in those lost parts of your soul, bringing them back, integrating them into your soul, into this being that you are now in this human body. All right, let's see. When we connect with the future Sirius energy, it acts as a force that nudges us towards the integration of all of our parts, the shadow and the light. If you have had lifetimes of deep polarity and struggle, this Sirius energy can provide a profound healing if you allow yourself to embrace all parts of you, even those you don't want to see. Take a quiet moment and visualize the star Sirius. That's funny. Before I was going to tell you, I should stargaze. Yeah, I'm always stargazing. I'm telling. I was outside before I had let the dogs out. Pause for a second. I'm going to share this. I had let the dogs out before I went and got ready, showered, meditated, and stuff. And the stars were out, and they just were speaking in numbers, and they just love to talk, and they have so much to share, and they really want to. There are many humans, mankind, people that really admire, understand, and appreciate all the wisdom, and that they are creations. Um, you know, they are real. They are not just stars. So much more to them. Um, but what I was getting from them is that there can be so many more people um, that can open up with them, work with them, heal through them, and pretty much everything is said. And I want to know what star that I was talking to. But it was a whole bunch of them that came. Yeah, I don't know if y'all ever seen the stars move around and the ships come. Cause I see it. I saw. And listen, just listen, tune, silent your mind, and really listen. It's not gonna sound like them, their frequency. So it's gonna sound like our own selves, like our voice. And it's them. You just gotta trust it. I'm still working with that sometimes, so don't ever think I'm judging. Nah, not judging. Look at me. I can barely read the words on the page. Come on now. Me judge somebody? Come on. Nah. But yeah, I'm still working. We always continue to work, and we have to always remind our ego to align with our heart. So let me just go back. All right. All right. Visualize the star series. With each inhale, breathe in the energy. With each exhale, release old, your separated parts of you into the light of Sirius. In doing so, you can call all parts of you home. This card accesses energy from the Sirian era after they became an awakened species and transcended to a non-physical fifth density state. The Sirians from this era are a great model for humans, showing how a physical species can transcend the challenges of being immature, become awakened, transcend. I'm sorry, that was funny. Transcend physical existence and then serve as guides for other beings. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I feel really emotional. I know I work with them a lot. I always take pictures of those stars, of their system. Oh, that was so emotional for me just now. That just shows me that they're here and that they want me to know, like, yeah, we work with you much. The Syrians from this era are devoted to serving humans and other species as they too experience planetary awakening. In order for this awakening to happen, individuals in the planetary consciousness as a whole must begin the process of integrating the that we were never aspects that were never allowed to be embraced, the shadow as well as the light. In the way, in that way, this card is a very healing card. If it shows up, okay, there may be many messages. It could be that the Syrian beings is working directly with you to assist your growth, and this being could strongly have a potential of being a future self for you. The strongest message, however, is that it is the time for you to begin to embrace the parts of yourself that you always wish to keep separate, the parts of you that you cannot love. All the parts must now be embraced. When they are, your full being will be home. This is the first step on the path of awakening. All right. Whew, we got one more from our star seeds. Alchemy. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it, guys. I like it. I love it. Hey, sorry. I don't know how to say that, okay? Yeah, that rainbow bridge. Think of unicorns and fairies and pixies. I don't know. Oh, look, that I picked that color. I picked that color. Awesome. All right, 102. Asana. I don't know how to say that word. Reality is created through our conscious and unconscious thoughts, emotions, and intents. When they are aligned, we become the reality that we prefer as long as we are following our excitement, which represents the natural flow of the universe. The essential, this essential as something, something. I don't know how to say it, okay? Teaching is the process of alchemy, but it means that we must look at ourselves sabotaging behaviors and confront our shadows. Knowing ourselves fully, only then we can come into full alignment with our true selves. This card means that it's time for you to take this step, clean up unfinished business, be free, and embrace synchronicities. Or embrace the synchronicity. Sorry, that goes back to signs. The universe has been gently nudging, okay? All right, nudging you forward by revealing to you signs and synchronicities. I think that, well, no, I don't think. I know that. My tongue gets twisted a lot because many of them, our language is not originated in English. That's not our original language. However, my point is that their language is not English as well. Because my language, I don't know what it is. It's just not this. It don't work for me. Okay, because I can never speak it. Um, so I'm just saying, they just be coming through and they just be like, yeah, like that. All right, that's how I be feeling. I just be having random outbursts with some random little. It sounds like jibber jabber, but it's not. All right, it be one of the other creations coming through talking, and I don't be understanding what they be saying. All right, listen, I embrace every part of me. I'm so cool. I'm cool. I'm regular and I'm cool. I'm regular, but I'm not regular. Like so many parts of me. I'm so many people in one person. Look, listen, you gotta love it. All right, it's fun. Okay. Oof. So we gotta go back. I want to read this again to you. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. That was the beginning of the message. And then we have transcend. Transcend your mind's limitations and allow your soul's light to truly shine. Okay. Then we had Mars, the sun. And then signs the universe has been gently nudging you forward by revealing to you signs and synchronicities. Then we had leap of faith, 57, Orion, present moment. Then we had your sacral chakra, the core of creation. 98, paradox, Zetas. 105, light of awareness, Orion. 99, mirror, reflection, Zetas again in the future. Then we had 92, calling our parts home, Sirius. And then for the end of this deck, we have 102, alchemy, parallel. Now we have messages. This will be the finishing of the messages. The Starseed Oracle. So let me just put these here aside for a second. So a couple there. All right. Lay all these out. So we have child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. All right, Parker. Thanks for throwing your dog hair everywhere, dude. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. The Seven Star Sisters, birthing creation, tapestry of life, expression. And birthing somewhere, creation was somewhere in the other one. And then we have the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Yo, I love them. I love y'all. I love y'all. Listen, I don't know why I look up because sometimes, most of the time, they be right here. Okay. But that is funny. Very, very funny. That's funny. Let's finish. And then I'll go over the list real quick. And I gotta crack my back. And I gotta get ready for bed soon. Oh, yeah. It's almost bedtime. I gotta work. I gotta be there at 6:15. I gotta lie to myself a little bit because I like to run late all the time. I really gotta be there. I gotta clock in at 6:30. But I always be late, so I gotta lie to myself. I gotta be like, self, you know you be running late all the time, girl. You gotta be on time if you try to make this money. All right, so I don't know how I could wake up early, so early, do my yoga, my meditation. But the knowing that I gotta wake up for work early as ever, I just don't be wanting to. And then I be trying to wake up extra early so I could do meditation and yoga, and it just don't be working out. And I'm so frustrated and annoyed, but not really. I'm lying. I don't get annoyed. I just be frustrated a little bit. Like I really want to do my yoga in the morning, and then I end up, making sure the dogs are good and getting sidetracked. So I want to make sure that they go out and I have enough time with them outside, so they won't do anything that. Well, Parker, I have 2 dogs, and he's always trying to tear shit up. They won't do anything while I'm gone, you know. Oh, I'm painting this. It feels like a little train to me. I don't know why. Going on the train, going on the train. What? I'm going to take a train. Oh, random. I always make up songs. That was even more random. I'm always down for real. Like I always be singing. I be singing. Oh, the last few times last week in my meditations, because I meditate when I go on my break. At least I try to. Uh, I was singing. I broke out in song in my Yo, I broke out in song in my meditations, man. That was dope though. I was cracking up. Yo, I don't know, man. I just am one funny character. I don't know if y'all be seeing things in your meditations, but I like being places and stuff. But I didn't see anything. I just was singing like I felt like I was in a musical. Whew. All right, let's finish this. Um, okay. Oh, I have to post. I'm gonna make a video, guys, of I went to the beach on the full moon that just passed, and I did a little ceremony, and I followed my intuition on how to do the ceremony. Um, so I wanted to be cleansed, baptized, renewed, whatever. But I have followed my intuition and my guides on what I had needed to do. But this is something that I wanted to do a long time ago in the summer, but I wasn't able to because my dog was, going through some really bad anxiety at that time, so couldn't leave much of the house much. Um, so I went to the beach and I did my little ceremony, but during the time, well, on the way there, first of all, the stars, I've never seen them in such a cluster and so close. It was very, very beautiful, and it felt just like profound. I don't know the word. It's like it was meant for me. Okay. I felt like they were following me. They were coming with me. They were coming to embrace in this moment of, trusting and going to do something that was out of the box for myself, and I end up taking my drum. I had my sage. It was a lot. Maybe when I know I'm going to eventually do it with somebody else, for somebody else, um, in the manner that I did and that I was guided to do for myself. Um, Maybe I'll record it. But I took pictures, and literally I was able to get all these beautiful pictures of the stars, but also get beautiful pictures of my spirit guides, the divine, all the ones that are always teaching, working with me, my family. I always call them my family because they're my family. They're our family. They're not just my teachers. They're not just my protectors or healers. That's my family. And I love them so much. I got pictures of all these orbs. All these orbs. Absolutely amazing. It was so beautiful because the orbs were so many. It was so many orbs. And like it took over the picture. You couldn't even see the background of like you could barely see the sky or anything because there were so many um, frequencies and vibrations of creations that was celebrated, and you know um, coming in to witness this moment and enjoy the moment with me. It was amazing. um, I will have to work on that because they would love for people to be in awe and appreciate and see, because we really don't always see them, and sometimes we question ourselves like, is this real, or you know and there goes that polarity thing. Right. So I just want to share that so you could just see how real it is and know that they're always with you too, and always working with you even when you don't realize it. I don't know what this is, but it's cool. I almost put that back in the water. That's a lot of pink, bro. Alright, we're almost done here, guys. Like I said, it's a long video. Pretty sure everybody did not get to listen to it in one sitting. But I do that all the time when I only have like 2 other people that I listen to. And I just listen to it because I enjoy them. They're fun. And, they always, it cracks me up because my guides always tell me things. And my higher self tells me things. And God, creator, tells me things. And it's just like, yeah, I know. Yep. They said it. They told me that already. Like, it'd be like that. But I just really enjoy listening to her. It is Unicorn Tarot. She's dope. She's so, was it spunky is the word? Yeah, I like her. I don't know why this feels like a donkey to me. Yo. It don't look like a donkey, but it feels like a donkey. Like, not like a donkey from this planet, or this realm, but it feels like one of those, like something you ride on, used for transportation. I don't know. There goes the train, the donkey, okay. He's a cute, weird. He's a different donkey, not weird. He's a different looking donkey. Yeah, one of a kind. All right, tapping. I might hear tapping too. That's what I just heard. Like, say it, say it. Like, maybe I hear tapping sometimes. That is your team speaking. They're trying to get your attention. Oh, shit. All right, so. This is what we got. And actually, the donkey is pulling that thing, whatever that is. It's connected to the donkey. Like, that's crazy. And then it's something in it. Interesting. I'm trying to see if I can get you guys to see. DC. There's so many things in here. It's like, oh, look, it's a face in there. Yeah, right there. It looks like kind of a butterfly. Interesting. Okay. So I'm going to have to post this on my Instagram. I'm going to have to take a picture and post it for you guys. Let's see what else we have. Just close this up because I'm going to go to sleep with paint all over my fingers. I'm lying. I'm going to wash my hands, guys. All right? I'm not that. I'm a germaphobe. Slightly. I used to be 10 times worse, but cool. I know more. Okay. Let me see. I'm only going to read a few of them. I'm not going to read them all. Excuse me. Freakers. Just clean this up because I won't want to do it later. Okay. I'm I'm going to read the Seven Star Sisters and the Blue Flame, okay? Birthing creation. Um, there are new creations that want to be born, beauty that's yearning to be woven, new consciousness that is longing to be breathed into life. If you draw this card, you are being called to surrender to these creations, to usher in a new era of consciousness, and to do your bit in weaving the web of life. This card, this card of the artist, this is the card of the artist and the midwife. You are being called to ponder questions. What wants to be birthed for you? What new creations are whispering in your ear? What beauty are you being called to make? Creative and intuitive and intuition, creativity and intuition come from the same sacred place. They occur when we find ourselves flowing with the rest of life. Earth is renewed. Hold on, wait. Renowned. Yeah, renowned as a planet of manifestation and creativity, and yet so many of us have forgotten how to create. Somewhere along the way, we stopped seeing ourselves as artists, as creators, as poets. Yet to be human is to be creative. Creativity is a part of our true nature. Perhaps you are being called to surrender to a creative project. This is the second time this has come across for you guys, such as a new business or a book. Or perhaps you're being called to weave beauty in your home or in the way you cook. Regardless of the end result, you're being called to express yourself through your creativity, to surrender to the creative projects that both scare and excite you, to find a way to weave beauty back into your everyday life where there's creativity, spirit, and soul are present. And the world needs those qualities more now than ever. Okay. I make myself laugh. All right, where is it? Where is it? Boom, boom. Here it is. This card, this is a card of awakening and energetic upgrades. Perhaps you're going through a period of spontaneous awakening, receiving visions and having experiences that are out of the ordinary. Oh, that's why I was going on my little tantrums about my meditation and outbursting and all this other stuff. Okay, and about the picture, all this stuff. And if you can feel, it can feel very scary when going through it alone. Elsewhere, there can be Elsewhere they can be seen as auspicious experience with those going through them being treated with tender care. A blue beings The blue beings are thought to be activating beings with great potential for healing and upgrading our cellular structure. They appear in moments of extreme awakening, activating a physical Kundalinian awakening and deep cellular and DNA healing. Oh, I did see blue orbs. All right, I really need to share my pictures. Many people glamorize the awakening process. However, in reality, it's much messier and more difficult than most of us believe. Facts. All right, we must let go of what we think we know for sure and how we make sense of the world. This isn't easy. The awakening process, even when it is spontaneous, takes a considerable amount of time to integrate, and awakening without integration can leave us feeling very ungrounded. If you are in the midst of an awakening, the process never ends. Treat this time, treat this time as deeply sacred and give yourself ample space to ground and integrate the extreme changes you're going through. So you can put your hands on your heart and say, I allow myself to surrender to the awakening process that is right for me. I take things slowly and integrate my experiences each and every day. And right. So that is a collective message from the divine. All right, we were painting and vibing and chilling and relaxing and being silly old me and them. And, I hope you guys enjoyed and you have a blessed, amazing, all right, week, day, month, year, life. Shine that light, baby. Okay, be you and create, create, create. Love, love, love. All right, bye, guys.